Dino live now for us in Green Bay with reaction from both sides. Paul?
Hi, Tom. Yeah, unsurprisingly, Republican and Democratic voters had very different opinions about how the debate went tonight. But the one thing that they were able to agree on was the importance of tonight to eventually catapult one of these candidates to the White House come November. We were able to visit watch parties from both the Democrat and Republican side. Our first stop tonight was at the Wisconsin GOP Northeast Regional Office in Green Bay for a debate viewing party for those who are supporting Donald Trump. There were about 65 people out here tonight, many of them wearing Make America Great Again hats and shirts with the former president's face on it. The best way to describe the mood at this viewing party was lively. People here cheering for their candidate, but also loudly laughing and mocking Biden whenever he spoke. Both Trump voters we spoke with saying they felt Biden did not look good in terms of his ability to answer questions coherently. We also stopped at a Democrat watch party organized by the Democratic Party of Brown County. It was about the same size as the Republican one. One person telling me that they did not think that Biden's delivery was the best, but that they loved what he was saying and they think his message will resonate with Americans. Although a tad bit more subdued than the Republicans, people at the Democrat Party watch party were laughing at Trump when he spoke and saying that he was lying and ranting. I asked voters from both sides of the aisle what they think voters learned about their favorite candidates from the debate tonight.
Well, I think they can see that he is very capable of controlling himself under a setting where he is more presidential than many people would like to see. And he's done that already, and if it continues for the rest of the evening, that's quite a positive.
People see Donald Trump as a showman, and I think we're seeing Donald Trump as a showman, and we're seeing Biden as a statesman. And I think that contrast is pretty clear tonight.
And Tom, I asked local voters from both sides what they feel like the most important issues for them are going to be in November. The Republican voters said the economy as well as immigration. Democratic voters also said the economy, but also said abortion rights. Of course, they had very different opinions on which candidate was better on these issues. Live from Green Bay, Paul Stino, Local 5 News.
Thank you, Paul.